And come out with them golden tickets, huh? Get my music together. Me, I'm on the road, player.
my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Football Team. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And that one will bounce out. To the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it with Bell. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working.
That's not no pick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Oh,
11
God,
yards
I hate
there.
them
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run. Devontae Freeman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! Le'Veon Bell, 41 yards. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. T.J. Logan.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Let's get it cracked.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right?
Let's go.
You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after one. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get it behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there on a Washington 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Oh, my God.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he finds Howard complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tampa Bay.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick.
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Go.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, 52 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
Ooh, that's a dot.
Jack Doyle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 91. 91. Check, check, check. Right 54. Right 54.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 26. Check 26. Hey, 91. 91.
Now Kaepernick again. A screen to Bell.
I'm glad you
And
tried.
he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Hopkins on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those.
Oh, my God.
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Too much RNG.
Here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Come on, line. What are we doing?
Down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he will
Why
not
this
be able
nigga
to
cutting
hang
the shit
on to
like
the
this?
contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it would appear they will not be
That
able to
nigga
handle
read
the lead
your
on
route.
this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Blow me. What
Now
you
we're
call
gonna get a
timeout
timeout
for?
called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Brady. And he takes this one almost all the way.
What you talking about, old man? Get it there.
Pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
You know, line do better though.
Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get the first down. More inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Buccaneers.
Come on, man. What you pressing pause for?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady.
Oh my God, Gronk! Let me click on.
Picked off by Troy Apter. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. William Golston in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, JPP.
They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Let him know.
Jason Pierre-Paul. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Man, this nigga Tress, wait a truth.
That's pulled in at the 32. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 41-yard line.
No pain, no gain.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing
Come on, man. Let's Leonard Fournette.
out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah,
I hate
that.
playing
I think
off
that
the
not
cover.
only did he say
It
that,
don't make no sense.
he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man
He
is
ain't got no
Campbell,
user
it's
skills,
complete.
man.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. On the run, it's Fournette. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Stop playing
But
with
in this
this,
case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Brady.
Let me stop playing with this nigga.
And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Steven Sims now on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion.
Go for it.
It's 4th down.
All right. Go ahead on concede, man.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
He clipped off. Man,
Big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11.
1 yard.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds.
That's what I'm
and let
talking.
that clock tick.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings
Now
up
Brady.
2nd and 9.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this one taken in on the
Come
right
on,
sideline,
man.
but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball
Forgot
away,
what button
and
that
it falls
nigga was.
incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Let's go.
He's got Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Like Picasso with it, man. Come on.
In the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round.
Is good.
But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposits back.
For Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Sims to return. And
That's
he'll be
my
stopped
dog.
up at the 25.
That's
First
fine.
and 10 at their own 25-yard
The
line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Come on,
Saying
man. Hurry
their
and get off
fans
the
here are
field.
stunned would be an
Take my
understatement.
nap.
Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Freeman again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
6 yards.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a change of possession here on
that
the
computer
punt,
make y'all
and the
tired.
offense will come
Crazy.
back out deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this 4th quarter. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Oh, my nigga Brady went up one. That's some throw power, nigga. Damn.